Hi guys, and welcome to SHOWGEEK. The internet has been absolutely flooded with 1,000,001 Easter eggs from every episode of the latest season of The Mandalorian. But there's one that's been low-key bubbling under the surface for a while now. The blue butterflies we saw flapping around Grogu when he was sitting on the Seeing Stone on Tython are more than just the pretty insects they appear to be. These little guys have an impressive history in the Star Wars universe, so let's take a look at what they are and what they might mean to Star Wars going forward. But wait a minute, if you didn't guess from the title of this video, we're going to be throwing around some spoilers for The Mandalorian Season 2 here, so you might not want to keep watching if you're bothered by that kind of thing. For those of you ready to dive into Star Wars lore, let's get to it. In the most recent episode of The Mandalorian, we see Mando and Grogu travel to the planet Tython to try and reach out to other Jedis in the universe who might be willing and able to train Grogu. Grogu sits on the Seeing Stone, and for the rest of the episode, our attention is drawn away from Boba Fett's epic return as the baddest mercenary in the galaxy. But just before we get to all that action, we see Grogu trying to reach out to a blue butterfly flying around his head. It seems fairly mundane as far as Easter eggs go, but fans have been coming up with theories about them for years, and this is just the latest example of them popping up in Star Wars canon.
What is it, General?
The Darth Vader connection. In the comic Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, written by Charles Soule and penciled by Giuseppe Camuncoli, we see Darth Vader meditating in an out-of-body scene in some mysterious place. The butterflies float around him before he destroys them with his mind. The mysterious place where we see Vader is all black and red, so the blue butterflies really stand out. The color scheme has some fans suggesting that the blue butterflies actually symbolize the light side of the Force, and that's why Vader is seen destroying them during his meditation. If this is the case, then it is a beautiful sign that Grogu is both touched by and embraces the light side of the Force just before he calls out to any other Jedis in the universe. You'll remember that Ahsoka Tano was worried about Grogu's power, saying that she'd seen others as powerful as he is, who had fallen for the dark side of the Force, and the consequences were disastrous. Presumably, she was referring to her former master Anakin Skywalker here, and we all know how that turned out. The Ben Solo connection. Then we have the appearance of the blue butterflies in the Star Wars rollout series made for kids. In it, we see Han Solo and Chewbacca follow the same blue butterflies into a trap set by their enemies. Ben Solo finds a large quantity of these butterflies and ends up riding a swarm of them to free Han and Chewie. This could mean that Ben Solo was tapping into the light side of the Force from an early age. But there is another theory that goes a little further. Fans of Ben Solo have long been showing their love for him and his relationship with Rey by posting fan art and blue butterfly emojis all over the internet. At the time of Grogu sitting on the Seeing Stone on Tython, Ben would have been around 5 years old, so some fans have suggested that baby Ben was reaching out to Grogu even then. Others have suggested that since Ben died on the planet Exegol, he didn't actually die, but fell into the mysterious world between worlds instead. In this mystical plane, past, present, and future are all intertwined, and fans are saying that Ben is actually trapped here, reaching out to Grogu in this episode. This connection with the world between worlds is both canon and important for understanding The Mandalorian. Just before she went off looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn, Ahsoka Tano was taken to this strange place by Ezra Bridger, who rescued her from almost certain death. Given that the whole series seems to be revolving around the dark presence of Thrawn, we might have just witnessed a delicate interweaving of an enormous Star Wars mythos, but we'll have to wait to find out if it's true. What do you think the blue butterflies represent? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to SHOWGEEK for more stories from TV, movies, and all your other favorite nerdy content.